NFL Rams over the Eagles 37-9.
Wayman!
Beat the Chargers 23-20 in overtime. Baseball, the Rockies beat the Dodgers 6-2.
Hey, brother,
The Rangers
you see the Lakers tonight?
7-2. KABC
At the buzzer, baby. You see the game, did you?
Low to mid 70s at the beaches to the low 90s in the valleys.
Who?
Right now 78 in Van Nuys.
Oh, you know what? Joe was focused today, man. He spoke early today, made people stand up. Hey, look, let me tell you the crazy thing. An old lady started crying. Yeah. Old lady started crying, man.
KABC has dependable traffic right now on the 110 freeway southbound at Olympic
Do you guys have a special waiver for foot smell? My sister has bad feet.
Also, trouble for Mission Hills, 405 northbound at San Fernando Mission Boulevard.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Rachel.
From the 118, and in Moreno Valley, it's clear to crash off the 60 freeway westbound at Frederick Street.
No, we already got a call already, bro.
That's dependable traffic. I'm Randy Fuller, AM 790 KABC.
Excuse me, have you ever discussed life insurance?
You want us to talk to him? Hey, you want us to talk to him?
Don't worry about this.
What did he
If
say?
you want to get in front of it, shoot. You're part of the atmosphere. Don't worry about it, okay?
Rachel, I don't think Joe's scared of anything.
Getting you quotes from some of the country's most trusted
Hey,
companies.
sis.
Finding you the right coverage,
Are
the
you gonna
right
jump on the
carrier,
microphone
at the
or not?
right price in minutes.
Is it affordable?
Are we putting her on the
How
microphone?
affordable does $500,000 in coverage
how
for
you
as
gonna
little as
post go
$1
blue?
a day sound? That's great.
We could have got on one.
To get your free quote, call
Crip.
1-800-778-9922 or go to selectquote.com today and get the protection they need at a price you can afford. That's 1-800-778-9922
Hey, Rachel.
or selectquote.com.
Brian Kim, you got real short shorts on today, huh?
You say.
Showing off your legs.
Example policy
I
is
understand.
SelectQuote.com/commercials.
This is great.
Vary based on coverage and coverage not available in all states.
Yeah, My name is Joe Collins, and I'm running for Congress. I paid for and am the sponsor of this program and have approved the content contained therein.
Thank you, God. Let's go.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Collins, congressional candidate, California's 43rd district. You are on the late night wrap up, man. This is a show that holds no bars. Everybody can get it at any time of the day. It doesn't matter. And if you don't like me, listen anyway, because you're in for some laughs and some education and everything. And as always, my conscience, I'm pretty sure he's going to say something. And he took too long.
Oh, that's
So we...
Ladies and gentlemen, you are live here with Joe Collins, Robert Foster on the side, his conscience, and it's going to be a fantastic show. Make sure you turn the radio up tonight because we have an awesome guest. Awesome guest.
Yep, and also visit the website, www.joecollinsforcongress.com, and also visit thecollinsstore.org. I heard we got some brand new merchandise. We got some.
Have you seen the shoes?
Bro, I am wearing the shoes, man.
I saw the shoes.
I'm wearing them.
If you didn't have somebody standing next to you, I think they would store the shoes by now.
Because it's a size. It's a 9 3/4. Nobody wear that except for me.
A 9 3/4.
Perfectly made for my shoe.
You need a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Your shoes are almost as nice. And you know the girl who takes the photos, her name is Renee. Remember her?
From Renee's Photography.
Yes, Renee
Yeah.
Photography.
What about
she
her?
does, man. She told me, I was so excited for her. She told me she signed up to become a lip model.
Really?
Yes. She joined one of the top agencies in America to be a lip model. I was so excited.
Kylie Jenner's?
No, it's not Kylie Jenner. I think it's like it's a subsidiary of Wilhelmina, like WME.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a subsidiary of that. And she told me she's going to lip model now. So
Is
I
this
was
true? Is this true?
No,
It's not true?
No.
So you
I
like
don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true.
Wow.
Anyways, you know what I don't like? You know that Renee takes really good pictures, but you know what I don't like?
Tell me.
Her website name is very long.
What is it?
It's reneesphotographyinc.wordpress.com.
Wait a minute.
See,
Wait a minute.
let me say it again.
What?
See, you know mine is www.joecollinsforcongress.com. Very
Yes.
simple. Hers is reneesphotographyinc.wordpress.com.
Yeah.
Right? Let me say it. She take really good pictures. Listen, go to her website and look at her pictures on her website.
One time she took a picture of you and made you disappear in the picture. You know that, right?
No, I didn't.
No, she made you disappear. In the picture.
No, that's not what happened. I'm 5'6". She took a picture, it went over my head.
I was really upset about the picture. But I was like, it was a nice backdrop.
I hate them.
I'm like,
It's a really nice backdrop.
Where's Joe?
Yeah, she had it. You were in the
It really
picture.
counts for him to be in the picture.
It was like you in the backdrop, and you seen the top of my head.
I was upset about that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But her WordPress, as you just stated,
Her website is reneesphotographyinc.wordpress.com. It's
you know,
simple.
Do you know her
but
her
it's small.
website? That thing is illegal in 6 countries.
Because the word is too long. huh?
Yes, it's too long. It's
Dot. Because let me ask you a question,
Yes, sir.
right? Because you're a big tech guy.
Yes, I love tech.
When you have a website and it's something dot something, does those two dots cancel each other out?
I think that she actually, if you Google her, she's ungoogleable.
She's ungoogleable.
Yes. If
You
you,
said
Google it right now,
Wait.
her site will
You
not
gotta
come
say
up.
it right. You said Googleable.
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 No, not Googleable.
That ain't a
Google.
real word.
What is
Don't
Google?
come for me.
Google is Google.
That's Google. Yes.
Yes.
And now you can't find her on Google,
Yes.
which
Google.
makes her
No, you just took your voice up. It's not Google. It's Google.
ungoogleable.
No, not
Google.
Googleable. It's Google.
You keep saying Googleable.
No, I'm
Like bugaboo, but Googleable.
I think that my sister's feet is disturbing me right now.
No, you said Googleable. Anyways, we got a special guest here today, and I'm so excited to have her.
She's not. She is a superstar guest.
Yeah.
Yes.
We was gonna have another guest, the girl who spit on me. The girl who spit on me because she was mad that
Wait a minute. Wait till you hear what happened. right
Listen, we shut her daughter's press conference down, right? Because she's blaming the cops for her daughter getting gassed. I have the video. We saw everything.
Yes.
They were 100% ready to snatch this girl and her kids child protective services, right? So what happened was, they've been trying to get more aggressive with the protest. They finally got violent, and we finally had to support the sheriff to shut it down. But anyways, the sheriff was telling the girl, hey, do not cross this line. If you cross this line, we're going to drop you. So first she had her daughter hopping back across the line and stuff like that, saying F you and all this stuff to the cops.
Wait, the
trash.
kid. Wait a minute. Please.
A
Everyone-
7-year-old.
Yes.
7 years old, right?
Thank you. That's important.
And then the cop said, ma'am, get your daughter and put her back over the line. She hopped over the barrier and got in the cop's face. As soon as she jumped over the barrier, the cop shot the tear gas, it hit the ground.
He did warn her. He said, please step back over the barrier.
Mhm.
She told a little girl who's 7, I repeat, count it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The young lady is 7 years old. She told her 7-year-old daughter
Yeah.
to cuss the cops.
Right.
The cops did what?
The cops shot her with tear gas.
Thank you.
Then the girl got mad at the cops. And it's like, lady, this is your fault. Like, this is 100% your fault. Right? And I'm listening to the press conference when we first walked up. The reporter said it was a setup question. How did you know you were tear gassed? Oh, because my mommy told me. We shut it down right then.
Right there. That's it.
We shut it down right then. We knew what was going on.
Cancel Christmas.
So, anyways, we see her at another event. We was trying to get in touch with the families from the Latino fella that was murdered, in North Carolina while he was on vacation with 5 of his friends, right?
Yes.
She happened to be there.
Condolences to that family.
Yes, absolutely. And we're gonna work with them. They're gonna get the justice that they deserve. Unfortunately, it has to do with the military, so it's nothing that we can do right now. It's like a waiting game.
Right.
But she shows up there with some communists, Los Angeles Revolutionary Communists.
No. Say it correctly, sir.
Los Angeles
Rep-
Flower
She
Powers.
did not show up with them.
Los Angeles,
Say the complete thing.
the Los Angeles Revolutionary Flower Girls,
This is Joe's conscience.
the Los Angeles Revolutionary Pansies.
Revolutionary communist. Oh,
That group, that's what it was.
that's it.
Yes. And she's the blackface for that group because it's all white people and her.
Yes. Now preach. Now you preaching. Go
Yeah,
ahead, sir.
and she's the most rowdiest person out of everything.
But-
And she
go
got
ahead.
mad because she was talking trash, right? And I said, no, you're lying. Tell the truth. And when I told her to tell the truth, she spit at me.
No. She just didn't spit at you. She spit.
She said,
Right.
F you forever. I said, who are you anyway?
Look at Wayman's face, the guest's face. You
Swear
have
to
to.
God.
Let me explain something to you
swear.
as his conscience.
I cannot make this stuff up.
Do you really understand that this lady, she's the mother of not only a 7-year-old, okay? Turn up your speakers tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a show that you will remember. She does not only have a 7-year-old, she has 2 other children. We saw her at the protest when we stopped her daughter from speaking on the microphone. She had 2 children without the father.
Yeah, the dad
Okay,
wasn't there.
the dad was somewhere else, Cliff Smith was somewhere else.
You can't say his name.
Oh, we can say his name.
You know what's
I'm not a
crazy? You know what's crazy?
Her
When-
husband is a candidate right now.
After the lady spit at me, right? After the lady spit at me, her husband came out of nowhere with his Cuba communist hat on. He whispered you to death, man. He was like,
No,
I'm like, Rob, what is he
I can
saying?
tell you exactly. He was looking at me, he's like, this is what he said. I hope that we will get this tape to him. He said, you need to get out of here.
Well, take.
And I looked at him and I said,
Around these
what are you
parts.
talking about? He's like, good. You should, good. So I said, oh, you have a very nice hat on today, sir. You have the Cuban flag on your hat. And he said, he didn't say anything about that. He said, you should get out of here, buddy.
And
You should go.
he emphasized the B too,
And
buddy, because you got a little.
right, I had
residue on your
I had
face.
a lot of residue on my face. So, but the most crazy part about this is, ladies and gentlemen, everyone who's listening, I need you to understand one thing. None of these people that were at this protest or this rally that they wanted to state, none of them had on a mask.
And they don't even live in LA either.
Nobody.
They spitting and going on, but then they want to talk to us about COVID-19.
They're
Like,
mad.
lady, you just spit. Like, seriously?
No, when she spit on you, I was in shock. I was
She
like,
spit at me, but I got spider senses, so I saw it and I leaned over and went right by my head.
Joe,
I said-
show
I
me the
said-
Matrix move that
it
you
said-
did.
And I put my hand back.
Joe. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I laughed about so hard? When she spit, she almost slipped and fell.
Yeah.
She was like, she was trying to spit so hard she fell forward. Out of control.
It was terrible.
Man, God bless her, man.
And then she hopped
God
in
bless
Rob's face. It was crazy.
She's
It was
only
crazy.
5 foot and she's hopping in men's faces.
And Rob is he's 6'5". Anyways, we got a special guest. We got Dr. George here.
Don't bring her in yet.
We not. We about to
We're
take a
about
break.
You sure?
Yeah, we're gonna take a break and then we're gonna come back. When we come back, we get right into Dr. George business.
Dr. George.
Because she's doing something exciting. I think it's
Yes, she
exciting.
is.
So we about to delve all up in Dr. George's life.
Yeah.
You guys stay
Deep.
tuned.
Can we go deep?
No, just a little below surface level.
All right, thank you.
'Cause I can't swim that good. All right, we'll be right back, you guys. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
I think Joe.
The Navy guy.
Both y'all. Y'all would I'm with it.
It's gonna be okay.
Hey,
set up a
I hope you're not gonna let the people know you lip balm now. There's nothing wrong with being a lip balm. I'm so excited.
The pension system
I'm
is
so
old,
excited.
rated, and
And
destroyed.
you gonna make money off
Social
that.
Security is
Brian
already
got
running
it.
out
I
of
had
money,
nothing to
but
do
most
with it.
Americans are shocked to find
Rachel.
out they would need to save over
Where's Brian
$2.5
at?
million to have $100,000.
He's
He's already
Brian.
seen me. He's
He's
already
Brian.
seen me, Rob.
He comes, you put on shorts and
That's
like you
why
gonna
this
play
resolution
tennis.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my
You don't drink.
You okay?
Funny.
Relying on Social
She's-
Security
are you
or
ready for
pensions.
this?
Even people who are on track have shifted
She may
money
need
into
something to drink right
pensions
now.
that accelerate the amount
I don't
they
know.
will
I
have
may
in
need it
retirement or
with
can
you
allow them
guys.
to
Hold on
save
for a
a
second,
year
brother.
sooner. So if you're over 50 years old
got
and
a
you
whole
build a
hour.
bigger, better retirement in just 5 payments, call 800-659-4545
You see,
now.
we got a different mode today because the energy,
You'll get access to
you
the
know.
retirement acceleration guide and video.
A little
Call
more than you,
1-800-659-4545. 1-800-659-4545.
Yes.
Dr.
You wanna
George,
pull up her name?
Do you have a website, Dr. George?
Do you have any way we can emphasize Dr.
Go for
George?
Dr.
may think it's normal.
No WordPress.
Oh, shots fired.
A premium
No, it's
supplement
both
that
Dr.
has
George.
functional
Okay.
metabolism.
One minute, George.
You go back on the
With
women.
17 powerful
You know
ingredients
what?
by
That
Dr.
was in
David Brownstein,
2015
a
when I
renowned
made
MD and holistic physician.
Just a little.
Buy your
Warning,
name. That's all.
experiencing fatigue, mood swings,
That's good.
sleeplessness, frequent back
Thank you.
visits, trembling hands. It could be your
Oh, mother
thyroid.
said-
Even joint pain
mother
with
said
weight
that's-
gain is linked to it. So Actolin could
out.
be your
Like
answer.
a
With Actolin's risk-free
He went
offer
like
and
he
pay
put the bottle
nothing.
under there and he went like this.
That's a
Joe, I just didn't want you to drink alone.
Try it today and take a step to make your life better. Get Actolin no cost by going online to thyroidradio.com.
No,
Thyroidradio.com
what's
or
your-
call
what's your first name?
800-975-5500. That's 800-975-5500.
They did
Act
all
today.
that with
It's like an FM morning show.
Oh, no.
Coming in hot.
In other news, Armstrong
no, we still got 30
reporting
seconds.
6 to 10
30
minutes
seconds?
before Larry O'Connor.
We got more time?
It's good. Oh,
30 seconds coming in hot.
KABC.
We're almost, we're about to go live.
All right, everybody, we are back live, and I hope you enjoyed that first. Then we had a phone caller here, and it says, do not answer. I actually wanted to answer and see what he had to say, but Nevermore. Dr. George, man, it's so wonderful to have you on the radio. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
And thank you for having me.
Oh, you got a wonderful radio voice too. You was built for this. Okay.
Hold on, let me see.
I see you, Dr. George.
I am a retired teacher from Linwood Unified.
Nice.
And I taught there for 28 years. So, you know, teachers are nurturers. They want to give. So I said I want to take all that and over to the city and make it a better spot for the community members. But I was the president of the Teachers Union, very active. I was a cheerleading coach, activities
in
director.
Linwood School District? Which district?
Linwood School District.
We about to Google you and see if you were a good teacher.
I was the dean of students.
Okay.
At Linwood High School?
At Linwood High School.
Shouts out to the Knights.
Yes. So I had a stellar career at Linwood, enjoyed it, still miss my students. They see me. I had one student to tell me, Miss George, I was scared of you when I was in school. I said, no, you wasn't afraid of me. You just respected me.
Oh, you was one of those teachers.
He said, oh, no, I was scared of you.
She was a
He was an adult.
She was a Joe Clark of LA.
I'm still scared of you.
Put the chains on the doors, Mr. Sims. Bring our teachers inside, Mr. Sims.
I can tell by her nice voice, Joe Collins, she was one of those teachers, she would tell you, you know, if this was before your time, when we could get spankings in school,
Okay.
she probably was a teacher tell you, come here, baby, let me talk to you the rest of the And right there, you knew
Yeah.
it was
It's
going
about to
down.
go down.
That
She's
was
like
Dr.
that.
That was Dr.
It's
George.
about to, I can tell
Oh,
by
yeah.
your voice. She would have one I would have avoided.
I had, when I was dean of students, when it was real.
I would have checked out.
Nice.
It was real.
Okay, so what are you doing these days? I heard you doing something spectacular. What are you doing, Dr. George?
Well, currently, I'm campaigning to become city council member.
Nice. What city?
City of Linwood.
District 3.
City of Linwood.
That is wonderful.
Yes, and I'm loving it. I like dealing with the community. You know, I do so much. I have my grandkids. I'm doing the virtual learning.
Oh, wow.
So that cuts into some of my campaigning, but I love that as well. I have a 4-year-old. I'm ready for school to start.
So let me ask you a question. From an educator standpoint, how do you feel about the virtual learning for students?
I disagree with it,
Mm-hmm.
but because of what we're dealing with, you know, you really don't have a choice. But no learning is actually going on.
Yeah.
The kids need that supervision, they need that contact,
Mm-hmm.
and it's difficult to do it over. Because what's happening with the parents are the legs and arms of the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And the parents aren't there if they have middle and high school. Not all parents. They're not there.
Yeah.
Elementary school, I'm sure that the parents have wine and Hennessy and everything while school is going on because it's
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
hold on.
it's a challenge.
Miss, you know what's crazy, Dr. George, is my daughter is homeschooled for the last 2 years. Are you saying that the schooling, the virtual program that went in from LA Unified, excuse me, not LA Unified, from any school district in the virtual is bad? Or are you saying that it's called K through 12? Are you saying that K through 12 is a bad program? Which one are you saying?
I'm saying K through 12 is a bad program.
Why do you say
It's
Because
It's-
she's smart, that's
This is
why.
good, I like it.
they already wasn't learning, you know, and because if you would send a teacher a disciplined child, they could be taught,
Nice.
but that's not what you get.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And
Absolutely.
that's what the parents are now experiencing,
Okay.
that they have to discipline these children, and they're not because society and their political correctness has stopped parents from being parents.
Teach.
That's crazy that you say that because political correctness always seems to be incorrect on every single level.
Great.
Yes,
On every single level.
absolutely.
So, Dr. George, let me ask you a question. You have a doctorate degree in education and leadership. You have a master's degree in education administration and another bachelor's degree in business. How old are you? Because this is a lot of schooling right here.
No,
This is
she's educated.
You never, ever ask a lady how old they are.
I'm asking because you have a doctorate degree,
I tried
a
to say
master's
that,
degree,
I
two
tried
bachelor's
to help him
degrees.
right there.
I've been around a while.
you have grandchildren.
As the people say, Joe Collins, she's been up since the sun died.
Listen, this is so inspiring, and I think a lot of black women should be looking up to women like her.
Can we get a round of applause for that, please?
This is because this is amazing. I'm reading the Bible.
I really, what you just said, Joe. You know, the Bible says something. It says a woman that knows God should be praised.
Yeah,
it's so true.
And then she was with the school board for 28 years.
44.
So were you were teaching and going to school at the same time, or you completed school and then you got into educational teaching?
Master's and a doctorate while I was working.
Oh, wonderful.
As a teacher.
Wonderful.
Yes.
My sister has.
I'm going to tell you how old I am.
Don't do that.
School board members, city council members were former students of mine.
Oh wow.
Isidore Hall.
Really?
Was a former student.
I was supposed to debate Isidore Hall, but he didn't never show up.
Are you trying to say he's scared, Dr. George?
I'm not saying he's scared.
No, I said Dr. George. I think Dr. George is
she didn't make the statement. I made the statement.
That's my
No, the way she implied it, she said he's kind of scared to debate you, Joe.
No.
We could have had great conversation. He's a smart dude.
I can tell.
He's a smart dude, and I love. And
he was smart not to show up too.
No, but listen. Here's the thing, though, because we've had conversations with people who are. We had a Democrat who was in charge of the LAUS, the Los Angeles college schools. What was that guy name? The Latino guy.
Yeah.
Really smart dude. Really smart.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Man, I love that conversation so much, man. I want him to come back on the show, but he's a busy guy. He runs all of the junior colleges.
Right.
You know, so he's a chairman of the board of the junior colleges or something like that. But I mean, like, Jesus Christ, I mean, just the amount of information. He's a Democrat, I'm a Republican, but just the amount of information that he had. You know what I'm saying? When we were talking about issues, I was just like, Jesus Christ, I needed like a one-on-one and sit down and just pick his brain, you know, and just learn and learn and learn. And so,
I think he was a much better choice for dean than who they're trying to put at Cal State LA.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? That's crazy, right?
No, I haven't heard about
Dr.
it.
George, I have a question for you because you're extremely educated. And not only are you educated, you are articulately educated, which is fantastic. Your vernacular, I can tell is.
You are wonderful.
No, I can see it. It's flattering to be in the presence of a woman who cares about education. Thank you. So the question I have is, have you heard about the situation that's happening now at Cal State LA? That they're trying to put the lady that is in charge of Black Lives Matter to be a dean over a section of that school. Have you heard about that?
Oh, they won't. That's over.
What did you hear?
They wouldn't hire.
I don't blame him.
Praise God.
They wouldn't hire her.
She's so radical. You know what? Go ahead, Doctor. I'm sorry.
She's very upset about it. That's how I heard about it. You know, I hear the.
No, go ahead. Speak
And
about it.
they refuse to hire her, and I think that she's gonna file some kind of lawsuit. You talking about Abdullah?
What's her name?
Abdullah.
What is her first name?
Melina.
Melina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought her name was Abdullah.
No.
Medulla oblongata.
No, I didn't know. No, I personally did not know. No offense, Miss George, you're not, Dr. George, you're not involved in this. I didn't know what her name was because everyone said, "Here comes Medulla." Wow, he sounds tough.
No, not Medusa, Abdullah. Get the lady name right, Rob. You can't be calling her Medusa.
Sir, I have no problem with this woman. I'm trying to figure out certain things.
I didn't say you had a problem. I said get her name right. Her name is Abdullah. You call her Medulla. You call her Medusa. I call her Medulla oblongata. You got to get the name right, man. We can't
So
just
her
be
first name is what?
Melina.
What's her last name?
Medusa.
Abdullah.
The question is,
see, you got me on this.
Is this the name? That is not her biological name.
No, it's not, because she's half black and half white. There's no half black, half
I
white name.
need to know what is her official last name. Can anybody please call in? That's not her. That's a baby doll that was made up. I need to know her official last name tonight. Can
you know where she got Abdullah from?
Please help me.
Abdullah Aziz.
So she borrowed her last name.
Yes, she did. Abdullah Aziz.
And made up a new last name and put all kind of last names to shame.
No, what she wanted to do was pretend like she was royalty, right? So Abdullah Aziz was, he was like the third highest in a Saudi state.
Yes, yes. I know.
So he was quote unquote royalty.
Joe.
So she's not royalty yet, but she want to be royalty. So instead of take that Aziz, she said Abdullah. I'm gonna name myself Abdullah.
You know.
My name is Abdullah.
You know. All right. I'm not gonna say which son because I'll give my. But one of the sons of the sitting king of Saudi, I know him. So that name, we can take the name back.
Well, you can't take it back.
Oh no, you can take it back.
Well, she's already bought
Because if she, she bought it here. But if she travels out the country and they catch her with the name, they can sue her.
You know she left Oakland and came down to South Central.
She's not
Los
from
Angeles,
Oakland
right?
either.
I didn't say she was from Oakland. I said
She's from the suburbs.
She left Oakland.
She left the
She
suburbs.
was ran out of Oakland.
Right, that's true.
She came down. You know what, Dr. George? Let me ask you a question.
Bring it back to Dr. George because I like her a lot.
I want to know what
Yes,
made
she
you
has
want to
her
run
real
for
name.
city council.
What made me want to run for city council, looking at the streets and them refusing to live stream the city council meetings.
They don't do that?
No.
I think Los Angeles County stopped live streaming city council members after I went up there and hemmed up a few mayors and city council members for talking trash. But I can definitely understand.
But that was what sparked. I said, what are you hiding?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we hear what's going on? You know, you have senior citizens that can't come out to city council meetings. You know, they need to know where their tax dollars are going. So that was an issue. Then I'm looking around the city. We need our trees trimmed, our streets fixed, and my taxes are constantly going up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait a minute. I need to go and see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously you're not doing what you need to do.
So Linwood is near Southgate.
And
it's
they don't
near
listen.
Compton. Yeah, that's true.
It's Southgate, I'll tell you, Linwood next door to Compton.
Okay, cool. Well, we're about to take a break here in a second. So Linwood is near Compton, Watts, Southgate, Downey. It's like right in the heart of there. We're about to take a break. When we come back, I want to ask you about the demographics, and I want to ask you what do you think that you would need in order to win this race? So stay tuned. We're about to get back into Dr. George's business, and I appreciate you being here. And Rob, her name is not Medusa, okay? It's Abdullah Ablangada.
I didn't even know her real name. That's not the real name. Her real name is Raymond.
Oh, wow.
I can
Take us on a break, man.
You guys are so funny.
Her real last name is Raymond.
Melinda Raymond? Yeah, she's trying to take that Sultan's name to make herself think like she's more.
That's her last name is Raymond. Her father was a Sultan.
1/2 hour more.
In Oakland.
I'm for the mantra, Black Lives
We
Matter.
understand.
I'm totally against the organization, Black Lives Matter, because when you eliminate men out of the equation, you're a loser. You know, and you look at their mission statement,
They want to eliminate all. If you look at the
all men.
Wait, don't say nothing.
I knew feminists do.
No, you can't eliminate men.
But you know, Melinda, she's a little fast for them.
So you can make the best choice in November. This is
She
Southern
actually
Common
came
Sense
to
Election
Linwood to
Headquarters,
speak to
790
our
KABC.
Have you ever wanted to learn a new language like French,
African-American
Spanish, or
parent
Russian,
group.
but thought it would be too difficult and time-consuming? Then go to Babbel.com
We got
and
1
try
minute.
it for free. Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you everyday practical conversations that you will actually use. In 15 minutes a day, you'll be on your way to speaking a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel uses a modern conversation-based technique that makes language engaging, fun, and memorable. It starts by teaching you words and phrases. Then,
Tonight's
sentences
show
gradually
is
get more
exciting.
How long have you
complex.
done
Soon, you're practicing short conversations about real-life topics. Babbel was created by language experts who use the spaced repetition method to help you learn quickly and remember
We spend a lot of time together.
what you learned. With
A lot of time together, all day, every day, because we campaign. Our campaign, since we run against Maxine Waters, it's like we literally like work from 4 o'clock in the morning to like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, depends on when I stop
language
calling.
today.
Excuse me.
That's
He doesn't stop
Babbel.com.
It's 2 a.m.
BABBEL.com.
That was only twice.
I have no problem with it though. Because the funny thing is, I do the same thing.
AM 79. LA's first talk station. Talk Radio 790 KABC.
All right, you guys, we are back with Dr. George. I'm really excited about this. So, but what we left off with on a break is, what is it that you need in order to win your race? How do you plan on winning? And how many votes do you need? I want to know about Linwood.
I need probably 4,500 votes in order to win. There's 7 candidates. There's 5 Latino and 2 blacks. Okay. And everybody's pretty much running the same type of campaign. And of course, me, I want mine to be different. But direct mail is going to do it because we're dealing with the COVID-19. I think it's disrespectful to knock on somebody's door and want to have a conversation about an election. And I pretty much have already knocked on every door, from a previous campaign. But it's gonna be direct mail. I have an email campaign and a text messaging campaign that's going on currently, but direct mail. So I need lots of donations.
So you're already on top of it.
You know she has a website.
Yeah.
Do you want to state your website so they can also know?
You can go to votefordrgeorge.com and make a donation.
Is that all spelled out? Vote for Dr. George?
Vote the number 4.
Okay.
drgeorge.com.
That's important.
Yeah,
it's important. And ladies and gentlemen, I know that the video will come out. It's live right now. If you go to Joe's social media, you can see it's live in the studio. Dr. George, the question I have for you, the platform that you are pushing there, I know that Linwood is something in a place that is designed to grow. Is it in an incorporated area or unincorporated area?
Incorporated.
Okay. So can you give us a little bit of your platform that you're pushing for your specific district? We would love to hear that, please.
For my, what I would like to see done, number 1 is the live streaming. And 2, we have, the parking is horrendous. We need to do something about the parking. Then when you get off the 710 on Imperial, that congestion when they're exiting the freeways, we need to work with that. And we have a really good relationship with the school district and the seniors, and I like to keep that going, pushing that more. I really would like to start working with the youth and start training them, getting them involved in civics, because we age out, and in aging out, we hold on rather than prepare the youth to go forward. And that's really another reason, the second reason why I got involved in the race, because I don't see that happening. They're so busy mismanaging our monies that they're not looking at what they really should be doing with the youth.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that the part of the reason why is because they've taken economics completely out of school these days. So we have people who are trying to get into legislative positions and positions of power who can't even balance a checkbook.
Exactly.
So if you can't balance a checkbook, how can you properly identify issues that are going on in our cities to be able to fund them?
We have a lot of our, because the millennials, they're so involved in the environment.
Right, absolutely.
And in order to change that up, they need to get involved in policy making.
That's Generation Y. Generation Y is all about the environment and stuff. I'm a millennial, and I think the environment is important, but it's not as important as, rebuilding our communities, getting our education and stuff like that together. So I think that's Generation Y. They want to be planet Earth and stuff. You know what? But they don't even know how to camp. They can't camp, they can't hunt, they can't do anything that comes with, you can't grow a garden, can't plant a tree.
Right.
You can't even grow vegetables. If they got a potted plant from Walmart that was already half grown, they'd probably kill it. But they love the environment so much, but they know absolutely nothing about the environment. And that brings me to my next point, global warming. And I had a conversation with a young lady who came to the office, she went to work, and I said, she put global warming on her application. I said, okay, great. So what do you think about global warming? Oh, well, trying to flirt along. I think global warming exists, but I think this, that, and the other. I said, sweetheart, let me tell you something. I said, the Earth is 0.5 degrees cooler now than it was, 250 years ago. And I said, let me ask you a question. I said, how much of the Earth is water? 80% of the Earth is water, right? How much of the ocean have we already explored? 12%. So if 20% of the Earth is land and 80% is water, but we only explored 12% of that. That means we only know roughly 32% of the entire Earth. So how can we properly estimate global warming if we don't even know anything about the ocean, which is 80% of the Earth?
Are you really ready to laugh, Joe Collins?
Make me laugh.
Let's think about something that's really funny.
Yeah, but I do want to get the youth involved, and that's probably the educator in me.
Agreed.
That we need to start. I think that if the youth were more involved in what's going on, it wouldn't be going on. Because they see.
Okay.
They see.
Okay.
The elderly don't want to deal with change. And in order to make improvements, you have to change. So we need to get our kids involved.
Have you two noticed this? And that's why you saw that I pointed up at that. They have a certain mind state that they're trying to pass on, which is called an ideology. And in education, they have a certain mind state that allows them to do certain things. That's where, when you're doing a great job the way you're doing it, Doc, I keep hearing you push, I need the youth. The ideology that you're going to put into the youth at a young age is going to make a direct core foundational change in what they will become when they get older. So I totally agree, and I know Joe totally agrees with you concerning the youth within that situation.
What I taught when I was in the classroom was computer science.
Nice.
And it wasn't a typical classroom. It was a corporation. And I was the CEO. You could have my job, but you had to earn it.
Wow.
So I had special ed students, I had students that couldn't speak English, and I had the idiots, and I had the geeks, and I had to bring them all together. So rather than, because I hate written tests, I hate vocabulary words where, write the vocabulary word and give me sentences. That just bothered me so much. So what I would do with the vocabulary words, and I have these, remember I have all these different kids, and of course I had some that couldn't read, and I would give them the vocabulary words, and you come back to me with something creative. Some of the kids did Jeopardy, some of them did videos. The ones that came up with the poster boards, the kids tried to clown them, no. But next time, they didn't do poster boards. They always came up with something creative. And the one that stands out to me is the one when they had to go, they did a movie, and the girl goes over to the boys' house. These are all kids in the same group, because I grouped them into departments. This was accounts receivables, this was accounts payables, this was inventory. You know, everybody was in their department.
What?
So
She just said?
She got a degree in it, so yeah.
So I said, look, he said, the girl goes over to the little boy's house, and he said, Miss George make me so sick. Why she can't be like normal teachers?
We gotta
and just write the words out. And the young man says,
so they can cheat. You know there's a point there so they can cheat. You understand that, right? Okay.
So I want them to think. I wanted them to think. So the young man says, I like the way Miss George doing it, because we can kick back and do this, you know, and they'll start using the vocabulary words in their skit. It was awesome the way they did it. I think I kept that video.
Are you familiar with any LA Unified School District teachers that were there for years?
Am I familiar? I'm a product of LA Unified.
Did you know
I'll tell you, I
anybody
was
that taught
born
at Jordan High School?
I went to Fremont High School.
Okay.
I went to 92nd Street School. I went to
Okay.
Charles Drew Junior High.
I went to King Drew High School when they opened it up.
Okay. Charles Drew was only a year.
Yeah, right.
Only a year old when I went there.
Nice.
But I was born and raised in Watts.
Okay.
Let's get that.
Really?
Let's put that there. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Watts.
So let me ask you a
No
question.
wonder Michael's in. Okay.
Which one of these people's seat are you trying to take? So we have George Casanova, Salvador.
Well, there's no incumbents.
Oh, really?
I'm running. There's no incumbents.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying this is the time. It has to happen.
Then would we need you to vote?
Yes.
Well, we you know what? We gonna vote. We gonna go ahead and donate $1,000 to your campaign
Oh,
as well.
bless your heart.
Yeah, we're gonna do that because I
Bless
want you to
your
win.
heart.
And you said, and the people who are sitting in city council right now, they were your students, right?
Yes.
So they gotta listen to you. So I would have just ran for mayor. I'm like, look, you do what I say because I should teach you.
Well, the city council actually selects the mayor.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's how they're set up.
Okay.
Because I ran for school board, and the young man told me, well, we don't want you over here, Miss George. I said, but I'm just one vote.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but you have influence.
See, they playing games. They playing games.
They realized your power.
Yes.
Remember this, Doctor. Power is an exemplification of the most silent action of any individual man. So the best way for you to be able to show that power is by moving the way that you're moving right now, being on this show. Joe Collins, just donated 1,000. I'm gonna match that. I'm giving 200 to your campaign.
You said you're gonna match it and then you went down. Matching 1,000 is you gotta give 1,000. Don't say you're gonna match it and then lowball.
I'm gonna give 200 right now.
Okay.
Because that's for me and my wife.
So you're not gonna match. You're gonna give 2,000.
I'm gonna give.
So you gotta say belay my
give
last.
200.
200, not 2,000.
100 for me, 100 for my wife.
Okay.
But Cachet said she wants to give her whole salary.
Oh.
I can't do that one. She gotta sign the disclaimer for that one.
You want to give your whole salary, Cachet? I mean, she's right there. You can tell.
I have a 3-year-old.
Oh,
No, that's not happening.
She said no.
Cachet, would you like me to donate Rob's entire salary?
Please.
Okay.
I got something for that too.
Oh, you start sweating, huh?
No, I didn't sweat. I didn't know.
There,
Hey,
yeah?
after this deal this week, we just closed. I'm like, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, good, man. That's wonderful. So what are some of the things that you want to see happening in Linwood? But I'm going to have to stop you. We got to go to a break. When we come back from the break, I want to hear all the changes that you want to make in the city of Linwood. And again, please, she has a very beautiful website. Vote for the number 4, drgeorge.com, and it's DR, okay? Vote the number 4, drgeorge.com. And please donate. She's a wonderful person. And if you want to call in and ask her a question, the number is 1-800-222-5222. 1-800-222-5222. Your host, Joe Collins, and Robert Foster. Dr. George. George.
You say Floyd, George, Floyd.
George. Rob did that in Minneapolis. It was dope. Take us on commercial. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Dr. George here. I can't be doing that in the studio. What are you doing? Security.
Have you ever wanted to learn a new language like French, Spanish,
No,
or Russian?
get her out of here.
Then go to
Kurt, can we get this one out of
You
here?
can't be doing that.
Oh, you gonna come up out of here?
because it's
You
built
cannot be
around
doing that.
real
Could
life.
you sit down, or you gonna come up out of here? I'm letting you know in front of you.
Kurt, tell her what the problem is.
Hey,
You the
keep
problem.
on.
Tell what your problem is. You don't be respecting men. That's what your problem is.
How
I heard
does
Dr. George just said it out loud. I heard Kurt say that. Yeah, tell her what the problem is.
You just said it.
Thank you.
you.
Dr. George just said it. Praise God.
Is there more?
Excuse me. If I don't know how to respect the man, then why are you always asking me to do stuff for you?
Hey, don't
Ask me to do
listen.
That has nothing to do with respect.
That's good.
Hey,
Thank you.
hey, hold on, wait a minute. Hey. Kurt's still on the clock. You don't be talking to him like that.
Yeah.
And her, every time somebody says something, she go like that.
You guys want to be laughing and stuff.
We don't need you.
When I say George, you say Floyd.
Every day.
Hey, excuse me, what's your name?
Hey,
Excuse me, Dr. George. Dr. George, I'm gonna say.
Hey, we got 1 minute. We got 1 minute. We
Listen
got
to
1
me.
minute.
How long I knew you?
Since I was a little boy, like 3 years old.
I ain't got nothing else to say.
And
Kirk ain't going nowhere.
That's he used to bodyguard for my granddad. Go have a seat.
Go ahead, thank you, man.
Come in these ways.
Literally, my granddad was a pastor. He used to bodyguard for my granddad.
Small head, sit down. You driving us, you can't drink. Excuse me, you're driving us.
So
You
does
cannot
that mean
drink.
I have to drive?
I have a 3-year-old to get
Calm
back to.
down. Be quiet.
Joe.
Damn, now you gotta cut it out.
I don't want no female ride with
Nah,
this woman with
keep
you.
this driving. Keep driving.
They can't make.
No, I ain't gonna drink.
Keep driving.
Okay, well then get back up to me.
Let me listen to Cash. She don't run nothing.
Catch that guy illegal braids.
My braids are gone.
That's not. It's not legal here. You don't want to drive. Banned in
He driving drink. You don't
I don't drink.
Man, have a drink.
He drives an hour. He's not gonna
Keith don't even drink, man.
I don't drink.
Brian to drive.
He's nodding his head right now, no.
Give me the goddamn
30
Don't ask me
seconds.
for shit when you come to the office. Don't ask me for nothing.
Stop beating on the desk.
Sure,
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Look, as long as I'm writing the checks, I'm the boss around here, okay? Keith gonna drive. Keith, look, he over there. I ain't driving nothing. He go Uber back. He go Uber back. Man. I'm joking. Hey,
when Keith goes like this.
Listen, let me tell you how funny. Let me tell you how funny Kurt is.
No, hold on. Let me tell you something.
Go.
Let me tell you something.
You go first. I'm gonna go after you.
Promise. Listen to this. We were over in the side eating some food, right?
You gotta make
sure
it fast.
you turn this.
Chief is long. Rob's long-winded.
No, I'm gonna do it fast. Watch this. We were outside eating, right? And we had pizza. You know that we just had purchased and some wings.
Yeah. Keith scraped everything up the pizza.
No. Keith is very organized, right? So he had his pizza to the right. He had scraped off the stuff that he didn't want, and he had his wings at a 90-degree angle. Okay.
Yeah. But listen,
they were perfect.
wait. But he mashed up the pepperonis. He mashed up the onions.
All
the green
of it.
peppers.
All of it came off.
He took the cheese off and put the cheese in one place. He even had the sauce on the side.
All of it.
I walked by and I look. I'm like,
organized.
Okay.
Now listen to this, ladies.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
So he put the wings at a 90-degree angle, right? He had the drum end and the wing part.
Yeah.
And I knew that he had his eyes set on that wing part.
Yeah.
So he's over here talking. He turned his head, right? I slipped my long hand underneath there and grabbed the little wing part. If you saw the look that Keith gave me.
Cause you ate his burrito the other day too, man. And I told him, I said, listen.
Keith was ready. Hey, Keith was so hot.
No,
he looked at me like,
man, look, listen. That's Keith's fault though. It's Keith's fault because you said, hey man, let me get your burrito. And I said, Keith, go get your burrito because he's gonna eat it. And he was like, no, he's gonna take it to the back. I said, Keith, he's gonna eat your burrito, man. No, he ain't gonna do that. I said, I'm like, look, I'm telling you, he gonna eat your burrito, man. I go back there 20 minutes later, and I'm like, Keith, you seen your burrito? He was like, he gonna eat it? I said, yes, it's probably already gone. So Keith walked back to the back, right? And then Rob's sitting there just munching on his burrito. Keith sit down, and Keith look at Rob like, I can't believe he just ate my burrito.
Hey, but you know what? Keith is my guy. And Kurt, I'm gonna tell you something, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I walked behind him. I said, Rob, where's Keith's burrito? Everybody want to talk to me in hyperboles. Hey man, look, you see how big Rob is? Hey, didn't he give him a burrito? What you think happened to the burrito? I'm like, it's a yes or no question. Why I gotta go through all this?
Hey, you know what's funny though?
What's up?
Keith ate that burrito.
He ate, no,
He did.
you ate the burrito.
No.
You ate that burrito,
I
Robert.
wouldn't do my guy
Robert,
like that.
yes you would.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. The way he ate that burrito and he was guarding his chicken,
Rob,
is the same way that Wayman.
that's how I know you lying, because we didn't even have.
I'm telling you right now.
First, Wayman don't eat chitlins,
He
and you
do
didn't
eat-
have no chicken.
Wayman was eating.
He came in with the Ramona's burrito,
Wayman
and you ate it, and you was
Maybe
like, yo,
you
just,
don't know this.
just get him another one.
Oh God.
Wayman in 2003 was voted top 3 chitlin eaters in Los Angeles, California.
Now, let me tell you what's funny about Kurt, right? So we have our office. We have 3 offices. Our headquarters is in the middle of South Central LA. One of the homegirls is up at and she's from the hood. She's 100%. One of the homegirls from the hood was in the office and she was chopping it up. Hold on, wait. He was chopping that. I don't talk trash to this girl because I know she's about that life. So Kurt, I'm not about to say nobody's name, but listen,
Right.
Kurt came in the office and the girl was talking to me. I'm like, look, just calm down. We're gonna talk. And then Kurt jumped in the girl's face like, see, let me tell you what your problem is. What your problem is, you don't be respected man. He running for Congress, so you need to shut your mouth and you need to do whatever he tell you to do. Like go stand outside and wait and help these people volunteer and get the food out to everybody. And I'm looking like, Kurt, you can't be
No. If I was there, I would have said,
you would have turned your back just like I did. I put my finger up like I was in church. I did this number right. I put my finger up and I turned around.
Both of them and said something up.
I'm saying God, nothing to do with me. Cause I thought she was looking at Kurt like I'm about to fire off on you right now. But you know what she did? She went outside and helped the volunteers get the food away to the church. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, but you know what though? Did you see this weekend? There's one thing that's really amazing. Okay. There's a guy who's on the team. I really love this guy. His name is Brian. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome guy.
You talked about Brian last week.
No, let me tell you what's crazy.
You got a man crush.
Watch this. Yeah, I love him like a little brother. He's actually a great guy.
Mansplaining. You got a man crush.
And there was another like.
I got you a fanny pack too. Huh? I got you a fanny pack since you man crushing you. Man Crush Mondays is on Monday, so you got to post Brian as your Man Crush Monday. It's the second week in a row.
That's my brother.
Second week in a
You're
row.
gonna adopt him.
I bet he is your brother.
I'm gonna move him to South Central.
What?
He lives in Westchester.
Nope.
He's moving. He is not moving.
As soon as you win the election, he's moving straight to Western and 105th.
Wait till we get some development in the area
Nope.
first.
I want Brian to move there with his new crush.
You?
Nope. With,
Anyways, go and finish
the one that he's in love with.
Finish your stories, man.
Okay.
Finish your stories.
So I want to really
Keep
stop
Brian
right there.
Love
I want to
like
talk to
it is.
Dr. George again. Did you see Dr. George's life? I'm sorry, she spit her water out.
You did.
She put water in her mouth and said, all you heard was, Dr. George.
We'll pay for the
Dr.
cleaning
Linda
service.
George, you did not know that when you come on radio and you're about to win the election in Linwood, we're going to bring you back after you win.
Yeah.
But before you win, right now, we need you to say your website one more time because you have the voice that everybody listens to. Go ahead, watch what she said.
Vote number 4.
Stop, Rob. Please. Listen, turn
Dr.
Rob's
George.
microphone off. Turn Rob's microphone off so she can. All right, tell your website one more time.
Vote for drgeorge.com. These guys are hilarious.
That's vote the number 4 drgeorge.com. All right, make sure you go vote. I can turn Rob's mic back on.
This man is a racist.
So real quick, Dr. George, because we got a couple of minutes left. I want to know what your plans for the district is. Go ahead and run that down for us.
I would like to see a more diverse council. We have 5 members,
Yes.
and there's no African Americans there, and they're all very young. So it needs to be a little more diverse, age and race. So I really would like to see that because we can bring in those fresh ideas and get things moving again. And because Linwood once was an all-American city.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see that happen.
She said Linwood All-American City?
Yeah, they were an all-American city.
Wait a minute. I'm going to say a name to you that really I want you to remember. Ernest Killen. Do you remember Ernest Killen?
Oh, he was one of my students.
I about to say she taught him.
That young man, Joe,
He was.
Ernest didn't pass. His skill level on the basketball court was unbelievable.
And he was
He
that
was
kind of
6'6".
person.
Let me tell you something. He was 6'6". Everything Jordan had. Yeah, he was taller than me.
I'll tell you what
Jordan
kind
had.
of person he was.
Please.
I sprained my ankle, and I was living upstairs, and I needed to get downstairs. He came and carried me down the stairs.
That's unbelievable.
He was an awesome kid.
I don't know if you remember him, women. Google him right now. Ernest Killen.
Ernest Killen.
Man.
Killen.
Shouts out to the Killen family. Everybody's in his family because to this day, I still haven't forgot Ernest Killen. He was unbelievable.
Yeah, the community back then, it was bright and vibrant. You know, kids could play outside. The crime is out of control now. It's because I'm on this crime page and the things that they're saying that's going on is unbelievable. Every holiday we have to deal with these fireworks. I don't know when that started.
I don't even like fire. I got PTSD. I be in the house. You gonna go out for 4th of July? Nope. You gonna go out for the 1st? Nope. We tried to do a 4th of July thing, and I was so glad the city was like, no, y'all can't do fireworks. I was like, great. I didn't want to do it anyways for the community.
I'm totally the opposite of both of them.
I was gonna sacrifice
fireworks
my
type guy.
mental health for the community.
Me and
Sacrifice my
Wayman,
entire mental health.
Wayman has spare fireworks in his backpack right now.
No, he's not. He's not Black Lives Matter.
What? No, he has.
Only Black Lives
I saw
Matter.
it.
Listen, only Black Lives Matter infiltrators have fireworks after the 4th of July and before the 1st. They're the only ones. And you know what happened to those guys. You know what happened to those guys, right?
Yeah.
They got chased through the city by sheriffs with the rubber bullets and tear gas, and they went right through the gangs, got beat up by the gangs.
Dr. George, you didn't hear about that?
I can't make this up. We told them, don't come to South Central Los Angeles with the BS. We ain't having it. You know what I'm saying? The fireworks, you're throwing in the bricks and the bottles with the fire and stuff, like all of that stuff, you want to destroy our city, we're not having it. I gave my full support to the sheriff's department to have some fun. And they did exactly what they were supposed to do. You come out here, you're from out of state, even if you're from in-state, you want to destroy our communities or our sheriff's department. My grandmother loves the police. She hated them and liked them at the same time, right? So I have to take advice from her. And she says, no, we want the police, we just don't want them killing people. Perfect, fine, it's not a problem. So these guys come up, we're going to destroy the police station. My grandma's going to kill me if I let you destroy the police station. And I'd rather deal with my grandmother than you guys. You know what I'm saying? I have to deal with her every day. You guys don't live here. I don't even know who you are. She's tough too. My grandma cursed me out because she said, you got a package here, and I think it's some shoes. I'm like, dang, grandma, what you doing going through my package? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, look, I was just joking. Calm down. I would see how far I can get. I didn't make it too far. But yeah, so these guys, we told them, go. We even ran them out the city. They came back that night. The sheriff's department chased them through the city 2 nights in a row with rubber bullets and tear gas. They shot the ground. Rubber bullets come back up and hit you. You know, unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast. They chased them through South Central Los Angeles. They didn't know that the gangs were like legitimately real.
They were waiting for them.
The only people who are going to get into it with the sheriff's department is the gangs. Nobody's about to take that over. So they ran through the city from the cops through the gangs and got beat up by the gangs. They did it the first night. The second night, even more people came, but this time the sheriff shut off Uber and Lyft. Nobody's getting out this time.
The crazy thing is, Doc, the Antifa group, all the people that were there, Revolutionary Congress LA,
never showed back up.
They never came back.
Never came. And we were driving around the city like, hey, y'all better watch out for them gangs. It's like, we can't get a Lyft out here. We gotta. So they walked miles and miles before a Lyft was active in the area. I mean, we were rolling. Hey, those gangs coming over here, and they were like, oh my God, they will huddle up 4 or 5 people. Oh, it was the most funniest thing.
And we got one. You know, we only got like maybe 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Let Doc say her website again, please.
I like
Her Dr. George's website is vote4drgeorge.com. Please go to her website, donate. We need people. She have influence and affluent in a Linwood community. We need her in office. So please go to her website, donate to her, and we love you. We appreciate you coming on. And I'm a man of my word. We're gonna give you $1,000 for your campaign. Rob's gonna give you $200. I'm gonna send a check to you. And anybody who is listening, please match my contribution and match Rob's contribution. That just happened. My name is Joe Collins, and I'm running for Congress.
That was a good one. You said what you got off this right there.
Yeah.
You said
that was fun. I didn't know what to expect. When they first started off, I said, oh my God, what am I love you. You was a good true awesome.
You did not see her spit her water out. That's what you missed.
No, I did. She didn't.
Did you sign the waiver thing?
Yeah, she got it.